too cold, I make it turn the fan off. You snaking at your mans like you had this shit planned out.
Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl Genevieve and I'm back again with another video. Today we're talking about middle school advice and everything I wish I knew before I started middle school. Whether you're going into 6th grade, 7th grade or 8th grade, I've got tips to help you survive and actually enjoy. Let's get right into the video. If you see me looking down frequently, I have my book right here. I wrote everything down that I'm going to be talking about today and I have my laptop, so I might be looking that way a lot of times. Anyways, let's begin. This video is going to be in different sections. It consists from section 1 to section 8. Section 1, school life and classes. My first advice is stay organized. You don't need a fancy $40 planner or any of that expensive stuff to be organized. You can use a simple notebook or your notes app. Those two works just fine. Just remember to keep track of your homework and your deadlines. Secondly, when I mean don't. Don't stress over one bad grade. It's not the end of the world. Trust me when I say this. Teachers are actually more understanding than you think if you actually talk to them. Like me in middle school, I used to be like a very, very shy girl, but my teacher was literally my comfort zone. I used to talk to him all the time and ask him questions. Talk to your teachers, you guys. Talk to them. They don't bite. Talk to your teachers. They're actually very, very understanding. Lastly, for this section, ask questions in class. I know it feels embarrassing and I know it feels awkward. I know it feels weird, but you should ask questions in class. Your classmates are probably wondering the same thing that you're wondering, so you should definitely ask questions. I don't see the harm in asking questions in class. I know it's embarrassing, but you should definitely do it. Moving on to section 2, which is friends and social life. In middle school, everybody's trying to figure out who they are. People are trying to find their inner peace. So I get it. Everybody's trying to find out who they are, who they want to be in the future, what they want to do when they get high school. So friendships are gonna change, and that's okay. Like if you're friends with this one person and they just decide to cut themselves off from you or just stop being friends with you, that's okay, because people are really going through things that we don't see and they just keep it to themselves most of the time. So yes, in middle school, friendships are gonna change. Focus on quality over quantity. You don't need 150 friends to be happy. Maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but you don't need that much friends to be happy. Focus on quality over quantity. Having a lot of friends is just, I don't know. Having few friends is just better than having a ton of friends who aren't like supporting you and doing their best to help you, or even generally aren't just emotionally there for you. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys understand me. You change a lot in middle school. Friends might drift apart, and that's okay. Don't try to force a friendship that doesn't feel right. I don't know if you guys are like getting the what's it called? And most importantly, when I say this, I'm gonna say this like 1,000 times. Avoid drama, guys. I know everyone says this a lot, but seriously, half of the arguments in middle school are over the dumbest things, like who's dating who likes who. Not worth it if you ask me, because what are we doing putting ourselves? I'm gonna be real with you guys. I like drama, but I don't like to be involved in drama. You know what I mean? Like you're just there looking at the drama or like seeing people fight, but you're not actually the one fighting, right? I'm that type of person. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real. On to section 3, confidence and fitting in. Don't feel like you have to dress like everyone else or follow every single trend to fit in. Wear what you actually like and feel comfortable in. I feel like a lot of people say this a lot, but I'm the type of person who doesn't follow trends. I literally dress what I'm comfortable in. Even though you don't have that much clothes, dress how you feel like. Your mood's gonna change. You dress how your mood is. Don't dress to follow trends. Don't dress because your friends or other people are dressing for the internet or social media. Dress for you. Dress to feel comfortable in what you're wearing, not just for other people. Your happiness is your happiness is yours. Don't try to give your happiness away for the comfort of others, okay? Dress in a way that makes you feel comfortable, not just to follow trends. I know sometimes it feels like everyone is watching, but honestly, most people are too busy worrying about themselves. And I'm gonna say this 1,000 times. Stop comparing yourself to people. Social media and school can make you feel like you're behind and everyone's just figuring it out. Even the people who look like they've got it all figured out, they don't, honestly. They genuinely don't. Middle school is awkward for everyone. Even kids who seem perfect. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Focus on what makes you happy. And if someone ever says something mean to you, don't take it personally. Be kind to yourself. Stand up for yourself. Politely. Confidence comes from within, not from what other people think. Moving on to section 4. Activities and school events. Join at least one club, sport, or activity, even if you're shy. It's one of the easiest ways to make friends, and genuinely, I found out the hard way. So I'm telling you all for free. Join a club or a sport. It's one of the easiest way to make friends. Like, it's super easy to make friends. And try new hobbies, even if you're not good at them. And go to school events. I'm gonna say this countless times. Go to school events. Dances, spirit weeks, games, they seem cringy at first, but they're actually some of the best memories. Section 5. First week tips. The first week can be the hardest. Here is what I recommend for you all. Bring a water bottle or snacks so you're prepared. Make sure your backpack is organized. It saves time and stress. Be friendly to everybody, even the quiet kids or the emo kids or the nerdy kids. They might become your best friend. You never know. And don't worry, if you feel nervous, everyone is just figuring things out, just like you. Nobody has it all figured out. Section 6. Mistakes I made in middle school. Here are a few mistakes I made in middle school. Not asking for help when I needed it. I've said it before in this video. You need to ask questions. And if something's happening or something's wrong with you, talk to someone. Talk to someone. Like, there's genuinely nothing wrong in confiding in somebody. And number 2, stressing too much about grades. Like, that's one thing I figured out the hard way. Stressing too much about grades, literally, no. It's gonna make you depressed. And look at me, I graduated middle school with honor roll, so what's the use of stressing about grades? At the first of the semester, I was so locked in and everything, but coming to the end of the semester, I started slacking off because I thought school was about to end and there was no need to do like all that kind of work. But the end of the semester, that was when the work counted. So don't slack off, but also don't stress about your grades. Number 3, trying too hard to fit in instead of being myself. I know a lot of my classmates or a lot of people that I know are watching this video. I don't care, I'm gonna be real. I was trying way too hard in middle school to fit in, and I found out that I couldn't fit in. Not that I couldn't fit in, because they kept on pushing me away. And when you see people don't want to be friends with you, you walk away. Don't try to force the friendship. They were this group of girls, and I tried to be friends with them and hang out with them even after graduation. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You're trying too hard to fit in instead of just being yourself. If I could go back in time, I would genuinely tell myself to relax. It's just a few years and it gets better from there, because you're gonna meet so many people, you're gonna make so many more friends. Even during the summer, I made a lot of friends. So yeah, you don't need your middle school friends to survive, although you do need friends to survive in middle school, but you don't need that much friends. 1 or 2 people are fine, and you can make friends with the weird kids, make friends with the emo kids, make friends with the nerdy kids. That is fine. Genuinely, everybody are human beings. So section 7, social media and phone tips. Excuse me. Middle school Middle schoolers love social media, but don't let it stress you out. Take breaks when you need to focus in school. Oh damn. Take breaks when you need to focus on school. That was one thing about me. I was so freaking obsessed with TikTok that my grades started slacking and slipping, and then I just knew like at that moment I had to lock in, because if I didn't lock in, I was not gonna get honor roll. And look at me now, I have honor roll. Even though I was way too obsessed with TikTok, although I was I was already in my content creation era. I was finding out best possible ways to start content creation, even with the little that I had, and that was why I was so obsessed with TikTok. Cause I was obsessed with TikTok since when I was like 10, and guess what? Now I'm 15. So yeah, did I say 15? I'm 14. Yeah. So don't let your grade slips be. Don't let your grade slip. Oh my god, bro! Don't let your grade slip because of social media. Yes, you can do social media, you can do content creation, you can do whatever you want, but you still have to put work, put effort, put commitment into your grades and schoolwork. And use apps for organization or reminder, not just scrolling. I use the Notes app, I use Habit Tracker, I use Notion, literally all the apps you can think of. I use the Steps apps for my steps. Literally all the good apps you can think of, I have them on my phone. I don't just use my phone for TikTok, Instagram, and Snapchat and YouTube. No, I use my phone for better things that are gonna improve my life. You know what I mean? And remember, don't compare your life to what people post online. It's not real life. It might be, it might not be, I don't know, but don't compare yourself to what people post online. Like, I'm gonna tell myself that again and again and again, because I always like to do this. One of my favorite content creators, I'm not gonna say her name, but I always try to compare myself to her and be like, I want to be like her so much. Yes, it's okay to have a role model, but not compare yourself and stop being jealous of your favorite content creator. No. So don't compare yourself to other people online. And I'm 14. Guess what? She's 17. So I still have 3 years to get where she is right now. So yeah, that's a lot of time. Middle school is just a few years of your life. It's not forever. Use this time to learn about yourself and make memories, but don't take it too seriously, like I've said before. If you want me to make a part 2 or even a high school one when the time comes, because I'm just going into high school, let me know in the comment. Be kind, stay confident, you've got this. Watching, and don't forget to comment your favorite tip, like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay cute, stay real, bye. Mwah.